Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video here on iStarly TV. Today I'm going to show you how to get Ting-Lu, the new legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The Treasures of Ruin are 4 legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that are hidden away in their respective shrines. In order to reveal these legendary Pokemon, you need to find 8 stakes in the ground. These are glowing stakes of different colors. In order to get these legendary Pokemon, you at least need the climbing upgrade on your Koraidon or Miraidon, as some of the stakes are hidden away in locations that you can only get to by climbing. Additionally, this next part is not required, but it'll help you out a lot. If you complete the history class, that is, I believe 6 history classes plus the history final in the academy, you will be able to talk to the professor outside of class a few times, and if you do that, she will actually mark the location of each of these shrines on your map for you, which is pretty helpful, but at the same time, you still have to look for all 8 of the stakes that correspond to each shrine, so it could be more helpful, but either way, they also have names like Fire Scourge Shrine and Grass Wither Shrine. Now, each of these 4 legendary Pokemon are dark types, and so this kind of gives you a hint as to what other type they have. So Ting-Lu is a ground and dark type, and it's located in this general vicinity here. If you see the Ground Blight Shrine marked on my map, which means that, as with the other legendaries, you have to find 8 stakes in order to open this shrine, and those stakes are located in this larger area. This one's basically at the top left corner of the map. So I'm gonna, of course, in this video show you how to get, or where to get each of the stakes, and I'm gonna try to do it in as efficient a way as possible. I will say, with the other 2 videos I made so far with these legends, I did them beforehand in my other playthrough, but this one I have not done yet, so it's going to be fun to find these stakes for the first time. Anyways, I advise you to start by flying to the Casseroya Watchtower number 1. This is located basically just a little bit northwest of Medali, which again, this is kind of towards the northwestern part of the map. But there's a watchtower right here, and there are actually 2 stakes not too far from here. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. So the first one is going to be located just south of where we are, like directly south in this general vicinity here. So we're going to mark it on our map as we do, and we're just going to kind of go across the river here, and the stake should appear any moment now. Okay, maybe not exactly here, but maybe it's a little up, right? Oh wait, I think I know. I think it's going to be directly down right here. Yep, there it is, there it is. All right, and as with the previous videos I've done with these legendary Pokemon, each of them, again, has 8 stakes to find to open their shrine, and each of them kind of is designated by a specific color. So Ting-Lu's stakes are kind of greenish. So that is 1 stake down for Ting-Lu. The second one is, again, not far from here. It's about southwest, like immediately southwest of where we are, and where this kind of brown spot is right here. It's going to be in this general area. So mark it on our map, and we're going to have to climb up here. As with the others, you pretty much need the climbing upgrade for your bike. For your Koraidon or Miraidon. I actually see it up ahead there. It's right there, the green glowing thing right there. It's on top of this pillar right here. And that's the good thing about these stakes, is that they glow. So even if you're kind of in the general area where they are and you're looking for it, you might be able to see it from decently far away because it glows. So there is stake number 2 already. Stake number 3 is going to be actually probably the most annoying one to find of these. So this is where we're going to start kind of going all over the place. So the first 2 are very close to each other. Stake number 3 is going to be way far out here actually, and this is going to be, if you follow this river all the way up, it's going to be around right here, basically right here somewhere. So I'm going to mark it right here, and the fastest point to fly from here, I'm going to go ahead and fly to the Glaciero Mountain, and then just basically go directly south from there. So this is going to be stake number 3. Once we are at the Glaciado Mountain Pokemon Center, I'm just going to go ahead and fly towards my marker on the map. I'm going to have to do a little bit of climbing on the way. That's fine. And it's probably going to be up here, so I'm actually going to fly towards these cliffs and try to climb up them. I'm losing some steam here, so that's going to be a little annoying. I guess I'll just run alongside the mountain, and then when I see that I'm near where the stake is, I'll just climb from there. That city up ahead, I think that's Medali. All right, and it looks like we're kind of in the general vicinity now, so we can go ahead and climb. Almost there. It takes so long. And we are right here. I think this should be where it is. Maybe not. Okay. So it's not here. So let me see. Let me just go ahead and fly across. I'll show you afterwards when we do find it. I'll show you kind of where it is on the map exactly, just so that you can kind of mark it on your map to be sure. All right, I guess I was right, actually. It was where I thought it was. It was around where I marked on the map. It's just if you look closely, I marked it right here, and it's up here. So it's actually, if you mark it exactly where I marked it, what you do is you basically just climb this wall right in front of you up north, and it'll be right there. So just to make it more specific, it's right here. Again, it always shows all the Pokemon around me, and it shows my profile, so it's harder for you to see. But either way, we did find it over here, so... There's stake number 3. For stake number 4, we're going to be flying right back to where we were at the beginning of the video, which is the Casseroya Watchtower number 1, which again is in this area in the map. And now this is going to be where the stakes are going to be much farther away from the fly points. So stake number 4 is going to be over here, actually just right here. And it does look like it's going to be in this little kind of circular area right here. So that's where we're going. We're going to start by flying here, and then we'll follow our map marker. All right, so we flew there, and now we're just gonna, like I said, follow our map marker. You're basically gonna be going west for a little while, and then eventually that's gonna turn into you going northward. So let's go ahead and do this. There's the moon, looks kind of nice. It's kind of crazy with this game. Some things in this game look really good, and some things in this game look absolutely awful. It's a really interesting experience. And I do stand by what I said. I do think there are elements of this game that look great. And then again, there are elements of this game that are just disappointing. Sorry, just shiny checking there. That's one of my favorite new Pokemon, so I wanted to, even though I already have a shiny of it, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have 2 of your favorite Pokemon as a shiny. All right, we're just about in this area. I think it's going to be, yeah, it's just going to be straight ahead there. You can actually already see the stake. So it is exactly where I marked it on my map, which is great. Okay, so stake number 5 is going to be further north from here. So we're going to cross to this little islet over here and then cross once again. And actually, I think cross even one more time. And if you see right here, these little ruins, I think it's going to be in this general vicinity. So I'm going to mark right here. And around here is where you're going to find it. If it's not right here, it's probably going to be up. The map I'm looking on is a little confusing, but if it's not right here, then it's just going to be up these cliffs. So once again, if you want to see the larger picture, it's going to be right here for stake number 5. So from where I'm at, I'm just going to fly across these areas. And I do already see it. So I saw the ruins on the map, and like I said, it was probably going to be up here, and it is. So where I marked it on my map, it's just basically directly above that. You just climb up these rocks, and it's going to be kind of over here in the corner, hidden away. So that is stake number 6. I'm sorry, that is stake number 5. That is stake number 5. Now, stake number 6, at least how I'm going to do this, is actually going to be over here. It's going to be just on the tip of this. You see where the kind of ice is like, there's like this little kind of like, I don't know, brown spot, and it's just going to be up here above that. Now, the awkward thing here is I decided, or I figured I would, because this is also kind of far from any fly point. I guess you could fly here and then just go straight from there. That actually doesn't seem like a bad idea. And then, actually, you know what? I'm going to do that because, yeah, so this is not going to be stake number 6. I'm actually going to do this as the last one. And basically, you can get this stake last and then just go directly west to the shrine. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do instead. So never mind, this is not going to be stake number 6. Stake number 6, in any case, is actually just going to be right here on this island. So you can fly to the Casseroya Lake. I believe if you've done the Dragon Titan, you will have this fly point. And like I've been saying, you should have done the Dragon Titan to get here. So I'm just going to mark this on the map for stake number 6, and we're just going to fly here. It's going to be easy. And once again, of course, we are going to follow our map marker, and there it is. Just immediately from the fly point, you're going to head east a little bit, and it's going to be right in front of you across the way. So that is stake number 6. Stake number 7, luckily, is also not too far from this one. So I'll mark it on the map. Stake number 7 is going to be south from here, just before this island, or probably on this island. So I'm going to mark it right here just so we can head in that direction. And it'll basically be in this general vicinity right here. So again, from where we are, you simply are just going to be going south, and we'll probably see it across the way. Of course, that does mean that you're also going to be needing the swimming upgrade in order to get this, but yeah, it makes sense that you've completed all of the Titans by this point. It's not here. Wait, where is it? Is it in the water? All right, it's a little harder to find. This is on, so I was looking wrong on the map, but basically this is this little tiny island just south of where we were, and you just basically come to this smallest little section right here, and it's going to be right there. So it took me a little bit to find this, more than I'd like to admit, but there is stake number 7. And now we are on to stake number 8, which is going to be the one that I was originally going to do as stake number 6. And once again, that's just going to basically be up here. I'm going to mark it right here, and it's probably in this general vicinity. And then once we get that, we're going to go directly to the west, and eventually we're going to get to the shrine. So I'm going to start by flying to this one here, the Casseroya Falls, and head a little bit northwest of that. So that's going to, of course, require us to cross this awkward little bridge. This is an actual interesting area of Paldea. Actually, in my time of playing through this game and even beating this game, I actually didn't really explore this place. So it kind of goes to show that there's a lot of places to discover and explore, even that you don't typically get to in the story, I guess. So I think that's going to take us, we can climb the mountain directly from here, or we can go like around like I'm doing. I think eventually we're going to have to climb anyway though. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing that now. Yeah, we're kind of getting around the marker. Oh, that's a creepy little cave. We can probably go through the cave here. It looks like it goes right through. Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's cool. That helps a lot, actually. All right, so the map I was looking at was a little bit misleading, or maybe I just read it wrong, but when you come out of this cave that I just went through, you literally just go up here to the left. It's literally right here. So luckily I saw that because I was kind of losing it, just kind of going around. Yeah, so I'll show you on the map where exactly I am. But again, this is the 8th stake, so the shrine will now open. Roar. All right, interesting. So let's go ahead, and this is exactly where I am on the map, right here. So you kind of see where it splits out a little bit. There's like a little, it kind of lifts up a tiny bit, and there's a little speck right there. It's kind of in this area here. But like I said, if you kind of follow where I was going and you go through that tunnel, immediately once you come out, you're going to go to the left and climb up that wall, and it'll be right there. So that is stake number 8. Let me mark the shrine as my destination. If you don't have the shrines unlocked, like you haven't befriended the history teacher by completing all the history classes, that's okay. This looks like a pretty distinctive feature on the map. So you see this kind of big, large kind of splotch right here in the middle, and there's kind of like a little path going upwards. So that's where the shrine is. It shouldn't be too hard to find, even if you don't have the history teacher. So, or you haven't befriended them, I guess you could say. So let's go ahead and fly there. It's going to be on the other side of this big mountain. Instead of climbing, I don't know what's faster, climbing or just going around. I kind of feel like going around is faster because sometimes the climbing is kind of wonky. There's a fortress. By the way, steel Pokemon in this game look pretty cool because they look shiny. Not shiny like when we usually use the term shiny when we talk about Pokemon. So anyways, yeah, so we're coming up on the entrance, I think. Just gonna fly across this way. I think it'll be a little faster. Now, from what I know about Ting-Lu, it is a a dark and ground type. And so I think it's more of a bulky, I think it's gonna be down here. Yeah, it's gonna be down here. There it is. So it's more of a bulky Pokemon. I forgot whether it's more physically bulky or specially bulky, but as with my previous videos, I'm gonna have a similar team here. I'm gonna start with Azumarill. I might regret that though, if I'm being honest, because I have a lot of strong moves for it. I might, actually, I'm going to lead with Persian this time, and we'll kind of see we'll see how that goes, I guess. Because I think Azumarill might just destroy it. So even though it's a bulkier Pokemon, I'm a little worried that Azumarill will one-hit KO it. So of course you're going to want to save the game, and let's go ahead and battle it. This is Ting-Lu. Will you touch the shrine? Yes. A little creepy, but sure. All right, that's pretty terrifying, but also really cool because I think all four of these Pokemon are really cool. And there it is. That is Ting-Lu. It's a really interesting looking one. Pour. It says pour. Like pour one out, I guess. There we go. And once again, let's see. Oh, that lowers my special attack. So I think it's more physically bulky, I believe, which is honestly not great for me because I'm a physical attacker. Okay, well, Fake Out does a decent amount. And then at this point, I think I'm just going to use Bite here because it's not very effective. And then I'll just spam False Swipe. Although, honestly, it would have been... I probably would have dealt more damage if I had used False Swipe. Okay, let's go ahead and just spam False Swipe until it's at 1 HP. I'm assuming this Pokemon also has the move Ruination like the other ones do, which is a Dark-type Super Fang, basically. It basically just always reduces your HP by half of the remaining HP. So keep that in mind. So we get it to 1 HP here, and it knows Stomping Tantrum as well, which honestly is probably going to kill me here. I'm going to switch into my Dunsparce and Yawn, and then just, at that point, just spam Pokeballs. Because we already got it to 1 HP. So now we know it has Throat Chop, Stomping Tantrum. It probably has Ruination, although I have not seen it yet. And it has Rock Slide as well. Okay, cool. Good to know. Okay, I get off the Yawn. Luckily, I do not flinch. And then I'm just going to, like I said, just throw Pokeballs left and right. This one looks like it would go good in a Nest Ball here, which is actually kind of bad because my Dunsparce is lower than... I think Nest Balls work better if your Pokemon is higher than it. But I'll go into my... there's Ruination. Okay, so we know all its moves. I'll go into my Azumarill after this. Okay, so it falls asleep now. I guess because Nest Ball is not going to have a great catch rate... I mean, obviously Ultra Ball will have the highest catch rate, but if I'm being honest, I don't love catching Pokemon in Ultra Balls unless they look like they match the colors, so I try to avoid that when I can. Okay, so Dusk Ball also looks like it'll look decently with Ting-Lu. So it's asleep, that's good. If it eventually knocks out my Dunsparce, like I said, I'll just go into... Ah, so close, okay. And as always, if this takes too long, then I'll just kind of cut ahead to when I finally catch it. Because you never know with these things. If you saw my video where I caught Chi-Yu, yes! Alright, I'll take that. I was about to say, if you saw my video where I caught Chi-Yu, it took me 2 Pokeballs to catch it. And then this time, I think 2, maybe more. But this one took less than 5 as well, so that was pretty cool. Alright, the fear poured into an ancient ritual vessel has clad itself in rocks and dirt to become a Pokemon. I'm not going to nickname it just yet, but as I do in these videos, I think it's going to be added to my party here. And as I do in these videos, I'm going to just go ahead and send it out to show you. First, I'm going to save the game just because, you know, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, sometimes they crash. And there it is. Even though it's asleep in my party, it's not asleep here. That's pretty big. I like it. So it's kind of like a deer bear? A deer bear? Dog? Rock dog? Deer bear rock dog. That's what it's called. Wow, I'm merged with it. That's a little creepy. All right. Anyways, that is how you catch and find Ting-Lu in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That is how you find all of these stakes for it. If this video helped you out, please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet content. Also, feel free to click the bell for notifications when I make more videos, and comment below what you think of Ting-Lu. Is it awesome? Is it weird? Is it creepy? Do you hate it? Do you love it? And what do you think of all these new legendary Pokemon in general? I'm looking forward to reading your thoughts, and thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. It's literally sleeping as it's running.